some rocks.
Okay, good idea. And we have to be careful, there is some wind here.
I grabbed some grayish ones, so...
Gosh, it would be perfect if right over there it was covered up, but it's not. So, you know, when we're done with this, we're gonna have to like open the door and run over there. So here, let's put this here. Okay. So we don't want to go look at these. Okay. Let's do this one. We can't do this one.
But yeah,
I'll help you.
so
I'm at a loss for stuff to do, so.
I have got it to where it's all connected through Wi-Fi. I just heard you say, "Oh, I'll do." So the volume is working.
What I'm thinking is let's spray the bottom.
I definitely saw you when you went and danced.
I'll show you how to
I had just sat back down.
really shake this up here.
Good.
So, but yeah, so the idea would be
Because if you don't do the bottom
we'll do
first,
the procession or do all of the beginning, blessing of the palms and all of that, and then when the procession starts,
sink this through before you get it.
you and I would be the last ones
You okay
out.
hitting the bottom first there?
And you would just, wherever you wanted to stop, I essentially would just pick this up and I pan to you, follow you while you sing. And then once we got to the sacristy doors, you and I would swap places. And then that's where I would start walking backwards.
Nothing like a rehearsal.
Nothing like a rehearsal to get this done. So I would probably request that we have the door propped open. So far, it's all staying connected. So I think this is actually going to work.
Get it? Okay. Perfect.
And then depending on what is decided for accompaniment, we would determine where you would be stopping. Whether it is near the instrumentation, or if it would be where the congregation would join you,
Right.
things like that.
Yeah, I could go to the back.
Either all the way to the back or stopping like halfway. Things like, we would determine where that would be. This would get planted there until everyone came in. Once enough people were forward, I would switch to the other camera and then I'd go retrieve this. Matthew David. I sent him the link. Oh, he says maybe she stops where Martin preaches. So
Okay.
So once we got into the sacristy, I would walk backwards all the way to here, and then we would, or I'd follow you, and then you would stop either there or down between the first two pews. And I plant this, and you, especially if there's people in here, continuing the round, it would potentially, if I was walking backwards, to get to this point, and then once Matthew David, I can see your Slack messages popping up on my phone. It's perfect. Or you stand near the altar. That way people get a view of the doors opening when they come in. So so if you stand there and I plant this here, that way we're capturing the doors as they open and the people coming in. And then I can get the other camera pointed in that direction as well, so that once we are ready, I can hit transition on that, get this out of everyone's way, get it reset and all of that.
But this is going to pick up all the sound.
This, I do have it connected to the microphone. Matthew David said yes, and Phoebe is facing the altar. So So it would be that with this here, capturing give it a second to catch up.
Sure.
So it's capturing you and the doors.
Okay.
And then once people start coming in, then I can go and transition to the other camera, which is just, people processing in.
Uh-huh. And then
And then I can get this out of the way.
we haven't done any processing.
I know.
We,
I have not captured any processing.
We haven't done it. Oh, yeah. I guess they process. The altar party processes.
Yeah.
Choir never hasn't processed yet.
No, we haven't either. I think we should practice that. Should we practice that tomorrow?
We probably should.
About 2 feet in front of the
Tomorrow is
altar.
Sunday.
So I'm gonna give you, so even though, so Phoebe.
iPad everywhere.
Even though that little chant for Hosanna is written in D, I'm gonna rewrite it in C. We're doing it in C because, so I would give you some C bells.
So there's
And then
that.
on the refrain of all
Of course, then you
the
have the concern of the people
I'll give,
who don't want to be on
Debbie
camera.
won't process, but Cameron will.
But it's
and
not the best.
Paul. I'll get the three of us with our bells going.
Zoom.
To sing that, all the
Yeah.
way to the back of the church, and then, Cameron and Paul will remember this. Debbie will be in here too with you for that. So if you want her doing anything, would you?
What does the sound like, Matthew David? When I was listening in earlier, when it was in the courtyard, it was a little staticky, choppy, like it was at the edge of the signal.
I'm like, sort of like a horse at the gate, panicking. Panicking, because I'm like, it's like.
Okay, good. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking is like,
No, I'm not gonna
get
panic,
this
but I'm
here.
just like, I need to
Have
be
the
super
other camera
structured.
that's normally pointed at the altar, kind of pointed towards the back. Maybe once the altar party gets in place, I can focus in
I'm
on
gonna
them.
think really carefully about it.
Yeah, and that's where I was worried that the going through the sacristy would mess up the signal. But yeah, so
Good to do
having the other camera pointed so that the whole fourth wall movie magic, they don't see me move this camera back to where it normally is for the words lecterns for the readings. So, but yeah, so I think this plan is going to work. I'm very glad that the Wi-Fi works the way it works.
Because John he's here for everything.
We're also going to have a trumpet tomorrow,
He's just
so that's going to be fun. We've got the trumpet and the cello. So Sue and Phoebe are talking about all the fun things they can do.
hiding. We'll see you tomorrow. Yes. Looking forward to it. Oh, music. I want to say it.
Oh, great, thank you.
Okay. So we're thinking that this is going to work great. He said the sound only got a little choppy, staticky from signal as we came through the sacristy, but that's expected.
Fast.
Yeah.
If the visual's there,
Yeah, so I think he just said the trumpet isn't too close to the mic. So with this being just in front of the altar, I believe John's going to stay in the choir loft the whole time. Or was the trumpet going to process?
I don't think the trumpet.
Okay, I didn't think the trumpet and cello would be part of this opening procession piece. So yeah,
But the trumpet, the cello might join on this round.
right. So if yeah, I think that would be wonderful. But yeah, so that would be the only concern is because we are using this microphone. If the trumpet's gonna get too loud. So, but yes. So I think that's gonna work. We'll have the camera set up in the courtyard. You and I will be the last ones to process. I will follow you through until you get to here. And probably what I'll do is I will step up this way while you come around this way, and I'll just keep you in view, set the camera down here. And then I'll run around, get the other camera set and ready to go. And then once I've transitioned it, I'll come back and get it. And once I've gotten this one, then you can. That's true. Yeah, I could give you a thumbs up. Once I go over there, I'll let you know once I've transitioned. And then you can just hand it off to me and I can get it reset. Matthew David, I did see a message pop up for you, but it went away before I got a chance to read it. So I'll read it once I'm back on the laptop. But yeah, so I think this is going to work. We'll just have to make sure people aren't upset that there's a camera in front of the altar.
It'll be momentary.
Yeah, and,
It'll take a while to come through the,
yeah. So,
yeah. It'll be
okay,
Besides, I will be here,
this is true.
and nobody will be looking at the camera behind me.
Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
Exactly.
So, all right then. I think that's all gonna work. And then we can, knowing that the camera connects in that way, we can do a similar thing for the
You
vigil.
just put a cassock and cotta on your
Hey.
tripod, and
Hey.
then it looks,
Yes.
Nobody's gonna know.
and or an Alban stole, right? That's about the right height.
Oh, Sue,
Okay. Let me
Trying to stand.
bring this over here real quick. All right, well, so this seems like a full success. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream and read what you wrote in Slack that I missed.
That you sent me? This is good. I mean, I have relatively nothing happened during the day of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is really good, so I can get my head solid, you know,